Okay, people, let's speak on it. Let's talk about it. Let's get to it. Now, y'all remember last week I posted a video on Digital Pigskin about people making a list of the things we want to get from 2K. And my bad, from EA. From EA. Alright? And you got some guys like, why y'all wasting y'all time making wish lists and all that kind of stuff. Dude, everything I do, I have a purpose behind what I do. Alright, the reason why I want people to make this list, so we can hold 2K accountable for the top things we want. I'm saying 2K again because I'm playing 2K. But we can hold EA accountable for the things we want. Think about it. I've been watching my man K-Spade videos for the past few years, and King Carter, and especially K-Spade, always talk about crew. I mean, these two guys were like the crew. I mean, they crew was their thing. I mean, like QJB, he talks about it sometimes, but my player to me is more of QJB's thing. But this is the thing I noticed with 2K, and this is why I made the video last week. Where some cats that want to argue with me in the comments and talk about all the stuff instead of answering the questions. I'm trying to get y'all to be a part of the solution instead of just watching years and years of bad gameplay and we can't do anything about it. So check this. Since 2011 came out, NBA 2K, everybody was like, that was the best basketball game or whatever. Since then, and y'all don't mind my gameplay because I'm trying to talk and read and do everything at the same time. So, hey, just be happy I'm doing something in the background. But since 2011, we had our gripes about some of the things we want to improve. And when they took crew out, everybody that was a big gripe. Everybody was like, look, we want crew back. So, look what happened in the past few game cycles now. One thing I made a video about, a wish list, my main concern was the passing. They worked on the passing. You can't say they didn't work on the passing because they did. I mean, I did a passing video because they went so in depth with the passing. So if you actually focus and concentrate, you can pass the ball all kind of ways now on 2K. So they addressed the need. Something that we asked about that was at the forefront, they addressed it. All right. We talked about the speed of the game. Chris Smooth always talk about the speed and how fast guys was. And I think D Coop talked about speed too a lot. But guess what? The speed was addressed last year. The speed of the game was addressed. Alright. Y'all noticing the trend here? You noticing the trend here? Is 2K the flawless? No, we're not saying that. We're not saying the basketball game is flawless. But we all know it is the best basketball game. Even if they had competition, we think it still would be the best basketball game. That's why there's no competition, because nobody don't think they have a product that's really better than it. All right, let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. We talked about blocking dunks. I know myself, man, I can't hardly make a video because people calling me, man. Good. So let's get back to the video, people. I think we were talking about block dunks, maybe. I know part of the reason why I'm a defensive guy. Y'all know me. I played linebacker, played DN, and I played safety. So I'm a defensive guy. I always played defense my whole life. When I played basketball, I got defensive player of the league. So I do defense, and it was frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. I told somebody that a long time ago. I was like, man, you can't block nobody dunk. Like, it's junk stupid. Like, be in good position and it don't matter. So now listen to the K-Spade video again, and he was talking about how the dunks is you either gonna get a foul, or they're gonna hit the ball, or he's gonna dunk it, or something else he said can happen. Like just the ball, just you change your shot or whatever, something like that. But that's another issue that has been addressed. So look, I mean, the only thing now that I can say that needs to be addressed with 2K is for me, because I never really played crew like that, is sometimes the And I think iPod King Carter spoke about this, but sometimes the players like LeBron and Kobe, they just get like a little magical force field around them, like you can't steal the ball from them and stuff like that. So I want that to change. But oh yeah, okay, and Crew, they're bringing Crew back this year. Go ahead and throw that in. So that's what the main fans they wanted. They wanted Crew back for a long time. They finally got it back. All right, so let's look at Madden. Let's look at NCAA. There's some stuff we want now. Some of the stuff we can't get back because the rules of the NFL have changed about like the taunting and the celebrating and all that kind of stuff. NCAA and the NFL don't want some of that stuff, so they are forced to take some of that stuff out of their game. So I understand that, and that's why I'm pushing for 2K to make it a football game without the shield, so they can make a raw football game, and we can have like all kind of stuff. I mean, nothing real disrespectful, but we can push it to the limit. On this game, there's no boundaries, and that's what I want to do. And like 2K, they don't need boundaries because they go all in. So I don't want the NFL to hold these guys back, honestly. But let's get back to my list. If we do a list and we name the top things we want, and we can see can EA deliver. So if EA can't deliver, now that's more fuel to the fire where we can say, look, you know what? We gave these guys a chance. They can't deliver. We need a company that can deliver. And now the younger guys, when we make that list, and it's like the list that everybody approve of, I try to dunk from the free throw line. But now the younger guys can understand where the old heads are coming from. When we say we want this, this, and the third, and we can show video footage of what we want, and now if EA can't give us what we want, now they'll see like, dang, now I see what these guys are talking about. What the heck? This is Kobe hot spot right here. All these points Kobe got, this is hot spots. Dang, Kobe, yo, what the hell you been doing, son? For real? I guess so. So Kobe made the majority of his shots right in front of the rim. That's convenient. You always want to shoot in the middle of the rim because you get that bounce. See how you can get the bounce? See how it bounces away? You're going to stay in the middle of the goal. So if you get that little bounce against the backboard, it'll kind of go back in. I learned that from Michael Jordan. He told me that one day on the phone. Nah, psych, but I did learn that from Michael Jordan. But y'all see what I'm saying? This is why we need this list. This list is very important. A list from their consumers saying this is what we want in the game. If you can't give us what we want, you don't need to make our game. If you can't give us what we demand, you don't need to. And that's why 2K has the crown of basketball, because they give their fans what they want and they push it. They don't make excuses about this space and all that kind of stuff. They get it done. So, people, let's get to the list. What do you want to see in Madden? What things are the most important things you want to see in Madden, NCAA, so we can get the list out there now. Right now, let's go ahead and get the list out so they can start working on the stuff, or we can give them ample amount of time to not work on the stuff. So we can just, I mean, some people already feel like they can't get the stuff done. I kind of feel like they can get it done if they're pushed, but they're not being pushed. So because they don't have competition, but we have to be the people that push them, because we are the consumers. The consumer is always the competition at the end of the day, because you're trying to convince your consumer to buy your product. So we're gonna buy the product already just because they have the titles or the teams or whatever. But now we have to raise the bar and say, okay, we need this, that, and the third. And if you don't get this, that, and the third, now just because they got your teams and stuff, that's not enough. You're gonna be mad and upset because they can't give you the game that you want to play. And so I hope you people with a brain can understand where I'm going with this. All right, I'm out. TP, gone.